So, last session, having made it through the trials in the Relic of Sonata, the group emerges in the old amphitheater, surrounded by pirates having taken out a couple of the guards that were sent to watch the area when they were inside the relic. The captain and his presumed first mate did make off with the relic themselves, before, not with some valiant efforts for them to the group to stop them, before being Neildir hearing a voice in his head of himself told them not to get on the ship. The group stayed behind and took out the remaining pirates that were there, and happened to save and resuscitate the crew, the guardsmen that were stuck there, even capturing a couple of the pirates.
Yeah,
And as they were getting set up, Victor's brother did manage to arrive with his ship, the Canis Majoris. Now imagine that ship down there is the other ship. I didn't remake the map.
How could you? Yeah, he showed up because we messaged him. We sent him a mental magical message saying, "Hey, pirates have the thing."
Yeah, get you and your men over here. Also, the men you sent with us, they're kind of bleeding out.
This isn't the same ship, but we're gonna pretend it his normal ship. We're just gonna pretend it is because I don't want to remake. Didn't want to remake the map.
No worries.
Suppose I should make that part visible to other people. As you see his ship kind of pull up into the shore. Everyone, get to the men. Make sure they're okay. Simon, do you see the fleeing Willow? Sorry, Captain. Lost sight of it. Aurora, everything good on your end? Fortunately, I've lost it too. You know that ship's capabilities better than any of us. You should know they've gotten away already. Fair enough. As he kind of jumps on board and starts coming up here. And you should be small at this point, right, Mountain Blood?
Yes, yes, it should be. We are out of battle. That's good.
Kind of, does the finger thing with his temples. Ugh. Didn't realize they had caught wind of this place. I apologize for that. Victor and guys, are you alright? Is everyone alright?
Alright's a
Yep.
relative term.
Could be better. Mostly because they got away with precisely the thing I need to recover. So somewhere between mad and annoyed. But no one particularly knew they were coming either. So
So he kind of goes up to the guys you have tied up, kind of grabs them by the chin and looks at them. So, you guys thought it was a good idea to attack my men and nearly kill them, did you? So, for your sake, and whatever god you pray to, you better talk. Simon, get them loaded up on the boat in the brig. Yes, Captain. Come with me. He kind of starts dragging them off to a boat that's... Just pretend there's a boat there.
he
What a boat.
one of those
Boat.
not lifeboat, one of the
Dinghy.
the shore boats. Yeah.
Yeah, dinghy.
So I assume you saw Charles then.
If you're assuming, I'm assuming you mean the captain of our rival expeditionary force. Yes, we
Wait,
did.
was Charles in charge?
Doing the
I did not
Charlton?
realize I made that pun now. Well, we best head back to Acrux and discuss this. It'd be easier and better, because attacking them now would be foolhardy, as they're gonna make it back to their base before we have a chance to catch them. My ship is big, but it's not fast like that one is.
It did seem to be cruising away at a rather faster pace than when you pulled up. Although I have to ask. Well, actually, no. Let's wait till we get back to base and we can go over the details.
Actually, I think this is one of the guardsmen. This is the other tied-up guy.
Yeah.
They see the other guardsmen kind of come up that were there. Sorry, Captain. They caught a couple of us off guard, and if it wasn't for points over to Lyric, the bard over there, we'd probably be dead.
I am kind of the best.
Very well. We'll get you back to base, get you fully patched up, and you'll get you a couple days of leave after this. I kind of salute. Thank you, Captain. And I kind of start walking over to one of the other dinghies that have been brought up on shore. Kind of walks up to this one, looks at it. Everyone give me a perception check as you kind of mumble something under his breath.
First perception of the night. 14.
12.
14.
Sorry, roll 20s is being a stingy little bitch. Resize the sheet. No, fine. Perception. 11.
Okay, so Lyric and Victor hear this. No one else does. Another deserter, not a new recruit. Dang it. As he kind of goes over and looks over every one of the bodies. Okay.
Vader just has his arms crossed and is just watching his brother.
We'll have to get people back here to deal with these bodies later.
Yeah,
They might have family that live in town. They still deserve to know of their family's fate. As dishonorable as it was, everyone deserves closure. Come.
Wait a minute. You're telling me these are all locals?
Potentially, yes. We have to identify them to be sure.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what's going on with this hot nonsense.
Yes, it's
Let's
a
get-
long
let's
story.
get
I'll
back to
explain back at the Southern Cross. Because I have a feeling you may know something about this that I don't, and I would like information.
Hey, as long as you're giving us a free trip and drinks and a meal, what I know is what you'll know.
Well, you still have another day's stay there from the church, so... Kind of shrugs.
I'll get nothing more to add. Although I am very curious to find out what's going on with all this. Hey, unless anybody else has anything they want to interject, back to the main base. Or back to town.
No. Objections.
So I'm assuming we got a full rest.
No, you haven't had a chance to rest yet.
Okay.
Crap, that didn't take everyone again.
Oh, that building just moved.
Did?
Oh, this yeah, that was a rooftop.
That was a rooftop.
Yep. There you go. Ah, there we go.
That's the innkeeper. He should be up there.
One moment, please.
Forgot to set this up as you guys coming back here. Need to open that sheet. I wanted to drag and drop a character sheet. I did need to get a token for this guy to actually show who it is, so you know in the future, because he's semi-important character.
Hey.
As on the journey, everyone, you recognize Isaac. He's actually in more like an actual uniform for the crew now, instead of more of a, what was the term I called him before?
Amboy.
Cabin boy for the cap for your brother.
Yeah.
It kind of comes up and gives you a hug. I never thanked you properly for dealing with the situation with my.
It's all right.
What's
Kinda
I don't
gets
know what
like
to call her anymore.
You don't have to say it. And he's kind of ruffles up his hair a bit, like you know that kind of you put your hand down on obviously a kid, just kind of give him that once over.
Kind of looks at you.
What it's called, like,
Please don't do that. I'm not a kid anymore. Because he is like 16, so.
yeah. Man, it has been a while, hasn't it? You know, I'm getting older. Are you growing up fast? But yeah, it's
The march of time comes for us all, Victor.
Wow, this child is depressing.
I mean,
Wise beyond his years.
well, I've had years and dealing with a lot. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, let's get away from this depressing child.
Instead,
As
let's
the
talk about
depressing adult comes walking up to you is Simon. So, Victor, you had any run-ins with my old friend yet?
not lately, which is concerning in itself.
I know I had a talk with our friends over in the bar we used to frequent growing up. Told them the situation, and they couldn't believe it either. What changed so much in her? She didn't used to be like that.
I don't know. Like I said, I met her real after she'd already had changed. Decide who her master was. So honestly, couldn't tell you a clue.
Her
You guys-
master. You mean someone's controlling her, maybe?
No, I meant just more. I meant more in just like the turn of phrase. Like she chose which side she was working on already before all this. Like she chose the freaking lich pitch and kind of played us along a long, long time ago. Me and Malblood.
Trying to remember, does
So,
Simon
as
know
to
about him?
why? No clue.
Did you just say the Lich in front of him? Because I don't think he knows about him.
I thought he. Huh. Yeah, he did say the Lich. All right, yeah. So we have to have a chat and a drink at some point.
Yes, yes, we do.
Much to
Let's
you
just
not
say your
supposed
friend.
to let
Let's just
that
say
slip?
your. Let's just say your former friend, our mutual acquaintance, is in very deep with some bad people. And I think she's entirely there willingly.
Yes. After you deal with your pirates in that relic situation, next time I'm in Sirius, I'll hit you up.
By all means.
Well, I got stuff to take care of, so
So yeah,
you guys take care
don't
for now.
don't be a stranger. Also, how's the you just kind of like before you go, how's the old wound? And he kind of just pats the spot. He kind of walks past the spot where on him where Simon got stabbed.
It's gonna leave both an emotional and it's left us both emotional and physical scar.
Yeah. Quick last question: Did she always have that knife when you knew her? Like before all this?
Let me give a check with this one because he has to think on that. Yeah, I think I remember her having that knife, but it had a. I think she changed the jewel in the pommel, and it used to be kind of a pink diamond. Now it's a really dark red ruby. Suppose probably hawk that one for money to get the cheaper one in there to fill it in.
I see. Yeah, probably. Again, next time you're in the capital, please stop by. We'll have drinks and go over things.
Because yeah, I'm just gonna say this is happening when you're docking at the port.
Yeah. Yeah, just casual below decks conversation.
As your brother kind of walks up to you. So, I still got a few things to deal with getting the ship back in dock. If you want to head over back to the Southern Cross, I will meet you there once that's all taken care of and explain what I can.
Fair enough. Just don't be late. I kind of can't wait to hear about this Charles, Captain Charles of yours, and exactly what
Yes.
he's been up to.
And if he truly is in charge.
I have made a terrible choice in names.
Yes, you have. Let me actually get that name down.
Yeah, if you want to get to the tavern, it's upper left corner.
No problem.
That's the map we were in before, right?
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
the fireplace spot.
Mm-hmm.
Zaz Victor and crew is walking along. Well, he's kind of rubbing one of his temples, his helmet off.
So
It couldn't
who's
have
the
been a
depressing
cakewalk.
guy?
The kid or the guy? Wait, you're talking about the kid or the
Either and or both.
Isaac is a kind of has a mutual friend and works. He's one of the I think he's the second mate, not the first mate of the ship. And my brother commands.
Mm-hmm.
For me and Mountain Blood, the mutual friend that we all know between the three of us, happens to be one of our not the enemy, but one of their minions, one of their mooks.
Yeah.
Long story short, I wasn't kidding when she lives on. She kind of lived the whole damsel in distress, like, oh, I'm not really working for them. They're forcing me to work for them. I thought something was up. I didn't think too much of it at the time, most because it wasn't particularly my business. Then it suddenly became my business.
Hmm.
That's what I get for trying seeing the job first. But yeah, turns out the dagger she has is a lot like the sword that I have.
Possibly connected.
Neil, dear, give me a history check, please.
Can do. Well, can attempt. An attempt will be made.
With
The only reason
advantage.
Victor's- yeah. Yeah, the villain.
A great attempt shall be made.
Yeah, Victor's only talking around because he knows he's out in public, so he's trying not to draw that many wandering ears.
19.
So yeah, you remember your friend Xavier back in the 1,000 years ago. He had the dagger that was the equivalent of Victor's sword.
Huh. He says she has a dagger, right?
Yes.
Kind of like your thing?
Yep.
Any idea how she got it? Because I used to know a guy who had that same exact dagger.
I'm hoping Isaac will fill us in on that.
Yeah, he used to belong to a guy named Xavier.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm assuming he was one of a friend of yours, and what was his name?
Friend is
What
a
was-
strong word. More like a mutual acquaintance or mutual associate.
Yeah, I was about to say that he was the mutual friend of you and the Emperor's, but whose name I'm just suddenly blanking on. I'll find it later. Otherwise, no idea how she got a hold of it. No idea if that's what led her to. But that sounded it was she had it for a while, even before she got tied over of you know who. Yeah, Mr. Skeleton Man, Mr. I want to be the Lord of everything that's dead and otherwise. Jerk.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a problem. She's definitely a problem. And tends to, if she's not not shapeshifting, but she's not using a kind of disguise or some kind of spell to misdirect and lay blame at other people's hands. You know, the whole I'm going to look like this person and I'm going to stab someone else and get them into trouble sort of nonsense.
Oh yeah.
She also tends to be really hard to catch. She keeps teleporting away.
Well, he can be annoying.
Yeah, like a bad penny, except the penny keeps stabbing you. I will say this though, Gorin did call her out correctly.
Somewhere in the
Wednesday,
back of
I went to-
Victor's and Mountain Bloods here, you hear the words betray us echo through your mind.
Anyone else hear that?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, wasn't Trace the town that got destroyed by?
No, that's what the Goran called her, was betray us.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Ah, well, live and learn. We're not dead yet, so we still have always a chance to rectify that.
And you think back, oh yeah, Goran, he's dead.
Womp.
Yeah.
Forever
and ever, never to return.
As you see a sad-looking Minotaur walking through the streets.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Anyway, so the somewhat depressing child is wait.
Everyone knows it was
wasn't
depressing. I think Nildir was here for that.
Yeah, for the whole
dinner party fiasco.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure
Dinner
out how should
party
I
fiasco?
Or were you not
Yeah,
here for the
remember
dinner
the mer-
party?
I was
The
not
mer-
here for the
He was
dinner
here for
party.
that one.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
You
You
weren't
don't know
here?
who that is either.
I
Yeah, I
could have
would have
sworn you
remembered a dinner party.
could have sworn you were there for the murder mystery party. It turned out that his parents were part of an undead cult.
Ugh.
No, that was right before you joined up with me, I think.
Yeah, I think that
Okay.
might have been like the thing you did before he joined.
Ah,
You were leaving that place when you found the tower where Nildir was.
that's right. Yeah. So,
So I have no idea who this depressing child is.
so long story short, what's his face also had apparently he's been building up his power base because his parents were going to sacrifice him so they can both become complete liches.
Oh wow. That's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Sacrificial son.
So wouldn't call him. Don't call the kid. Don't call the guy depressing. He's dealing with a lot.
But he is rather depressing though.
Wouldn't you be? Given the circumstances.
You have no idea or couldn't possibly fathom the trauma and weird shit I've seen.
You think back to remember that Isaac walked in on his father getting murdered by the hunter.
Well, let me put it this way, Neil. There, have you ever walked in before you knew all this to your father getting murdered by a serial killer?
He's trying to one up everybody now.
I mean that part is pretty public. Well, mostly public knowledge.
Have you ever walked into a situation where one of your closest friends gets murdered in front of your eyes by a giant horrific beast just to find out that that friend is a massive asshole that tries to kill you and the rest of your companions?
But you're saying back, like I haven't betrayed a few times, so
Lyric just stares at Nildir and just goes, like, every other week.
pretty much. I mean, we literally woke up to an ooze monster called trying to kill us in our sleep. So now, granted, yeah, you know what? We are. Why aren't we more depressing? Let's answer that question. By all accounts, we should be.
I'm too busy to be depressed.
I just don't legitimately care all that much. I'll be depressed when I have something to be actually depressed about. Till then, everything's just deal with it as it comes.
You still have parents in this campaign.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right, mysterious voice. I am going to be glad.
And you've
I am-
saved them once.
I am. Granted, that's still kind of a jerk, but
Yeah.
you know
That
what?
was one of the
It could
outcomes of
be
that
worse.
dinner party if you did things wrong. One of your parents or both would have died.
And they did it. So you know what?
We
I'm
can
at-
always look. We can always look at our schedule for today. 4 o'clock, wallow in self-pity. 4:30, stare into the abyss. 5 o'clock, solve world hunger, tell no one. 5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, dinner with me. I can't cancel that again. 7 o'clock, wrestle with my self-loathing. I'm just too booked to be depressed.
One of these days, Neil, there you need to get a hobby.
Make it out more.
Oh, I had a hobby once. It was a plan to start a mage college, and it appeared that happened while I was gone.
Neil, there we need to get you a new hobby. How about bird watching? Bird watching sounds nice.
I like birds.
So, as
What
you're
is that?
walking into the inn you're staying at, you hear Ronnie kind of yell as you come in. Welcome to the... Oh, you're back. How'd everything go? Good, I'd assume?
But they're just giving us
Not
a.
really. Kind of the opposite of good.
I'd be giving you 1,000-yard stare if it wasn't for the fact I'm so filled with unreconcilable
Unyielding
rage.
rage.
But other than that, you know, the usual.
Oh.
Anyway, what's up? What's on the tap? I need to get drunk a little bit.
Good. I got
Woo.
some... I just I forget the term for putting a siphon into. Into a new fresh batch of salt
tap?
wheat ale.
Ooh.
Ooh. I believe our visit's still covered by the Navy or by the state at large. So
Yes, your
by all
your
means.
stay is still covered by the church. As he
Oh,
grabs,
there you
how
go,
many?
yeah, church.
How many do you guys want?
Vader just holds up 3 fingers for me and whatever anybody else wants.
He
Just
hands you
keep it
3
coming.
mugs full of it.
Thank you kindly. He's just gonna take a seat and just start, and he's gonna start sipping one to get a hold of the taste, and
Okay,
then he's just
give
gonna
me
start downing
a
it.
con check.
Let's see, a
Come, come, come.
Constitution check, not save check.
Yep.
Let's go.
Because it's your first one, you're not going to get drunk off a first one.
That's okay. Oh wait, no, maybe I am.
Yeah,
I was looking at Skull Smasher.
2 plus a 3.
Rhyme.
And it tastes like a typical ale you've every ale you've had. Skull, when you take a sip of yours, you can taste in the back of your throat the good maltiness to it, good nice hoppy flavor to it, and the wheat in it seems to have like a little taste of being kissed by like the sea breeze. You taste a little bit of salty sea air in it as you take a sip of it. It's
Once
really
again,
good.
From Rose.
Yep. Mount Blood just like takes out a tiny little pair of glass like and starts breaking down all the layers that he's tasting in the
With an
Yeah,
aftertaste
yeah.
of mint. I don't know, I'm just making stuff up.
It's
So.
amazing.
Of sandalwood,
I'm
there
a-
we go.
I'm a-
Of smoky oak from the barrel
I'm
that it
a-
was aged in.
I am a snob at this point, but yes, complexity in this one is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exquisite. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's quite. Also,
Indeed.
I'm too distracted by this. This is supposed to be a cakewalk. Just go in there, do whatever magical, divine, holy nonsense. Get out and just come back with a nice, fancy, fat paycheck. But nope, can't be that simple, can it?
I also got
Just enjoy life.
some fresh red snapper in for that we get fried up with some good herb butter and over rice tonight for our special.
Works for me.
Hmm.
I haven't had fish in a while. This I actually might look forward to.
Well, if I may, I do have a question.
Unacceptable. Go ahead.
Ask away.
You unacceptable. Is the ale the only thing you have currently?
No, that was just what I freshly tapped.
Ah.
You guys got the first taste of it.
What else do you happen to have?
Well, we got a couple samplings of wine, some good dwarven whiskey, and an elven rum.
An elven rum.
Fancy.
I didn't think the elves would be into the rum making.
They
Really,
probably
seems a little more
they,
unusual. They're more
they probably
typically with
make it,
water.
but they probably don't taste it or anything, so they have no idea what.
I heard 3 people talking at the same time there.
You're just all chatting away like elves rum. Excuse me.
I was like, they're usually more well known for wine.
Tapping into a different demographic.
Yeah, but I'll try the elven rum.
They probably.
They're just gonna
make
finish
it.
up his first mug. Hold off
Yeah,
an hour or two.
take a-
I'll try a shot glass. I'll take a shot of that.
So you both get a shot of it. You kind of down it. It's got kind of... It's definitely a spiced rum now that you take a sip of it.
Ooh.
So it's got a bunch of different spices in it, but just... Got that nice kind of little sweet bit to it first before the spices hit. Kind of got like a cinnamony
It's
cinnamony flavor to it as it kind of...
burn.
Got a good burn to it as it goes down.
Mount Blood's just watching to see what everyone else does first.
That's actually really good. I have a question.
If Coke existed in this world, it would be a great counterpart with it.
Come on, there's a question. It's
Smooth.
half in game, half above board. What would it cost to have a barrel if that's sent to sent over to the guild hall?
I'm sure the church will cover it. It'll be fine.
It cost me 20 gold for a barrel of it, but it's a local distillery, so it might cost a little bit more to get it delivered up to the capital. But I will send message to the distillery if you'd be interested in it.
20 gold for must write that down.
So it'd be about 30 for you if you wanted to get a barrel of it.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's
Granted, since can't do a whole lot of negotiating in this, but because I would have to do it directly at the distillery, and I'm more concerned about finishing the job before that sort of business gets in play. But yeah, there goes. Not bad though. I'm pretty sure everyone else back at the guild hall would appreciate it. The company house. So
Yeah, it's a local distiller that an elf opened up near here. Was able to get some sugar cane from Fooey to make it.
Fooey.
Hmm.
Fooey.
It'd be something that I'd be willing to have again.
I'm gonna pass over. Let's
You
see.
did.
What do I have in my pocket?
And who all
Wanna
wanted
give
the
it all
fish?
around?
What does it have in its pockets?
Victor wants some red snapper. Yes.
Okay,
And
so yeah.
we'll red
Fish,
snapper.
fish,
About this
fish,
point, he
yes.
brings out your plate of the snapper, basically, as you take your fork and it just flakes apart beautifully.
Fish,
Like
please,
every
yes.
flake, and it just falls apart effortlly.
Yeah.
This is perfectly cooked fish.
Victor will pass out 8 silver pieces for the innkeeper for getting this set up. It's not like it's particularly hard. It's just whenever he gets back to talking to him, like pass him over the company name and say we'd like to see something set up. Consider say what would you a reference fee? We're just gonna go back to his the rest of his ale and start and
I
watch the
request
door.
another one.
Another. This has been a long day. I need another shot of rum.
Another ale.
He gives you another round. Make me a con save.
Con save. All right. Come on. Why me? Let's go.
Is that
We need
both of
6
us?
across the board.
Everyone else that had another round has to make a con save now.
Cool.
26 round.
Let's see. Second,
Victor got
second
give-
rum shot. Let's go.
Victor got 3 rums anyway up front, so
Nice.
22.
Let's see how well Nildir.
Yeah, you can feel that buzz coming on, but it's enough that's not going to affect your capabilities right now.
Yeah, he's gonna hold off on the third.
Oh,
one like this.
jeez.
Yeah, you got disadvantage on your next 3 checks there, Nildir.
Oof.
He doesn't hold his
Ouch.
liquor well.
Anyway, actually, since the fuzz isn't gonna hold over the third mug,
Let's go.
he's,
Come on,
he's just
Victor.
gonna take the shot glass and put a little bit into it and give it to his dog.
What?
He's a hellhound.
So you're giving a shot of
It's a
hard
little
liquor to your dog.
A little
Yeah.
bit,
I'm
just
just like, what?
Doggo's getting crunk.
not much. Also,
Okay,
because
with the
they could
first lick,
usually
it
fit-
turns into a flaming cocktail.
Flaming Homer.
And he
well,
finishes
okay,
off
that's
the
better.
off with like 3 or 4 more lops and finishes it off.
There you go.
He's
Because
breathing
he is
fire
still
tonight.
slightly fire into and so he's gonna light the alcohol in that shot on fire.
Let's go.
Or hope he don't sneeze.
Ronnie kind of looks at
Pretty
it. Well, that was a neat trick. I've never seen a dog do that before.
One of a kind.
The goodest doggo.
The best boy.
Hottest dog around.
Lyric, give me a perception check.
Oh, hey, that's not bad. What are you doing? Quit pooping things.
You hear two guys in the corner mutter, "Yeah, I doubt Captain Charles will let that pass, but let's just get some more information to head out before we head out."
Dun-dun. Did we lose it?
Sorry, you were sitting the closest to him when that came up, so I know your voice is not feeling the best today, so
Yeah, the rest of the boys are over here all getting drunk. They're getting drunk at the moment.
Woo! Gotta get that pirate buzz on.
I want Charles in charge of me.
I'm sorry, my brain is just like not working right now. What's going on?
the two people in the bar right here just mentioned Captain Charles.
Okay. And that was the guy we fought, right?
Yes.
Okay. They mentioned him. Did I get any more details than that, or no?
That's all you heard was what you rolled.
Okay.
Because everyone else is making the bar a little rowdy and you can't hear the best.
Do they seem to recognize us if they've noticed us?
Give me another perception check on them. No, these guys don't look like they were anybody who recognized you, or you don't seem to remember them being on the boat when they were sailing off. Albeit they could have been below
Lyric?
deck, but the boat they were on did not go towards the city.
Lyric will pull out her lute and approach the gentleman. Do a nice little bow. Good evening, sirs. Would you appreciate a song?
Yeah, I suppose we could go with a little song. Do you know they mentioned some kind of maritime song? I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Out for the company. That's more of a
Lots
Who
of
you
children.
be looking for a sea shanty?
Well, here's the question: would it be a pirate sea shanty, or would it be a just a
Lyric holds up her finger and she goes, "I think I've got one."
And woo! Nice.
And you perform it about as best as you could.
Oh,
Here.
who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob Pants Man.
Yeah, no copyright strike
Diddly-ding,
here.
ding, ding. As you perform the SpongeBob opening theme.
All right, so these two seem to be very warm to me at the moment.
Yep. They flip you one
Alright,
gold
so-
each.
Oh,
Flip you the bird.
appreciate it.
They flip you off.
I'm actually new in town, and I was just more curious about. Oh, music. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I had to check some stuff. I haven't learned Thieves' Cant yet, right? Correct.
You are semi-fluent in it.
She'll kind of just look at them and kind of do some of her broken Thieves' Cant.
And what's the normal conversation you're having with that?
She just kind of does a big stretch. Thank you for the gold, sirs. I'm looking for something under the table, if you know what I mean.
Under the table,
Maybe
huh?
to put you under the table, or something you might find under a table, or.
You're looking for some. They're not responding back. They're not responding back in Thieves' Cant in any way. Under the table, huh? Huh.
Yeah, I figured Port City would be a good place to get some renown. Kind of gives a wink.
Do you have any access to a boat, lady?
I mean, she does with with Victor, but does she have readily access to a boat?
You could probably hire someone to get you someplace.
Could we convince Victor's brother that we can, under the guise of a military, we're spying and finding information, that we can take a boat?
You could probably convince him of that, yeah.
She goes, at the ready, no, but I can have one in a day or two.
Good, good. A friend of ours is looking for someone to be more musically inclined back with our group. We don't happen to have anyone that good at music. I mean, we got... what's his name? Dave, but...
Just...
Yeah.
Oh, she's like, oh, good, it wasn't an orc.
We had to throw out that Klinga whatever guy. God, he was annoying.
There it is.
But yeah, we could use someone like you. To be honest with you, not many need some more pretty faces over there. Yeah.
Fortunately, I may be in a committed relationship, but I have even better news. I might have some mates of mine that might be interested in it as well.
You don't say, you don't say. Yeah, well, we'll let the captain know. He kind of takes out a little piece of paper and like a little piece of charcoal and starts scribbling something on there and hands you a little note.
What's the note say, or what does it?
It's
what
a
is it?
map. It shows, like the shoreline, there's an arrow that points to an island that says, the Island of Willows.
She's like, fascinating. All right. She kind of rolls it up. She'll have some. She's got a forgery kit, so she'll just pull out some ribbon or something just to tie it together. Excellent. As you can tell, I'm very good at performing, and I'm even better with my tongue, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you can yodel?
My yodeling's more like gargling. I'm more like talking to people.
Oh, silver
loosen
tongued.
lips, if you know
I
what
get
mean.
what you're saying.
She's just gonna broad hand just tell them, hey, I've just like inferring that she's got them in the palm of her hand without them realizing it. She just goes,
As he kind of
"Alright,
finishes off his drink he had. Well, nice talking with you. Didn't get your name, lady.
Oh, my apologies. Strings. My name is Strings.
Strings, huh? Well, Strings, I'll let the boss man know we might have a new recruit that's looking for some stuff to do. He kind of flings a coin towards Ronnie. Thanks, Ronnie. We'll catch you next time catch up next time we're in town. Come on, Vince, let's get out of here. Kind of bats his friend, and they both kind of get up and start walking out. Well, be seeing you, Strings.
She does a curtsy. Said, hopefully I'll see you out on the high seas.
As we cut back to what's everyone else doing?
I was about to ask, did anybody else overhear the conversation, or was that just purely...
Okay, give me a perception check, everyone.
Perception, and I'm going to have a dog up.
14.
Perception at disadvantage.
See, maybe I got 9, but I also have my dog, so give me one.
5.
Say Lyric did play the shanty, so but
Yeah.
no one's.
Not that Victor would have if he did pick up the conversation, he would not have interjected. He just would be casually listening. And Doggo has also been drinking, but he probably has a straight roll because he has advantage on.
Yep, I
hidden
would have
spell,
said
but-
so.
Yep. There you go. There we
So
go.
Skull, Victor, and Nildir. You heard Lyric doing the SpongeBob theme, but didn't think much of it because she's in a bar. She's a bar. She's just trying to have some fun and make some money.
Mm-hmm.
Although the dog happened to pick up on what she was saying. That she was talking to people about doing something. You didn't know that it was what to do with the. He never heard Charles at that point. He doesn't know if it's to deal with those pirates. But you heard her going to make a deal to join them.
We keep we'll just keep sipping on his mug. And pass a ration over to his pupper. Actually no, with the red snapper. He's a good boy.
And about that time, Mercurius walks in. Oh. Hello, Miss Lyric, doing some performances to earn a little extra funds at the bar tonight?
Timmy,
What?
I need you to make a decision for Lyric because I don't know. Can you flip a coin?
Sure.
Heads is she tells Mercurius, right? That's his name?
Yeah.
Yep.
She tells him about the map. Tails, she doesn't. This will decide whether or not we hire somebody or take one of his boats.
Heads.
All right, she's gonna be like, "Hi, Mercurius." She just kind of like puts her hand to her face. I might have a favor to ask of you.
Sure. We'll talk about it once we discuss the deal with what happened today in the back room.
Excellent. And she'll just kind of go sit in a corner and tune her lute. Does she tune? Yeah, it was okay. She's like, I sound a little off when I sing the shanty. I wonder what maybe I have to replace the strings soon.
Victor, I see you've already taken the time to relax a little bit after your situation today.
Well, it's not like I don't have time to kill.
Understandable. I heard from the men that you came across the pirates attacking and after your whole ordeal in that thing, so probably been a long day for you, because who knows? Guessing time doesn't flow in the normal span of same time as us on the material plane when you're in that thing, I would assume.
You would be correct.
Very well. Ronnie, we need to use the back room again. I hope you don't mind? Huh. No problem at all, sir. Come, Victor. Have all your companions join me back here.
Oh.
They were just kind of give like that kind of give a snap like, ladies and gentlemen, we are. It's time to get some answers.
As he kind of takes a bottle of wine out of that he had tucked in his sleeve, and one of the glasses already in here pours a glass for it. He offers it to you, Victor.
Trying
A
to
glass
remember
to
if
you.
it's a good idea to mix if ales and spares mix with wine.
You'll be
If
fine.
it's a good idea or not. I don't need to be that sauce off the ass wine. Not if we're discussing business.
So basically, you politely turn him down because you've already been drinking.
Yeah, because I think it's generally not a good idea. He's not pushing it, so I'll leave it on the table in case depending on the conversation.
Suppose you have already had some. Let's best keep it on. He kind of offers to Mountain Blood and Nildir and Lyric too.
Yes.
So who's all having a glass?
Here.
Got a glass of what now again?
Wine.
Mercurius is offering everyone a glass of wine.
Having a good time.
So yeah, he pours everyone that wants a glass of it. Nice kind of drier wine. Kind of got nutty aftertaste to it, and good full bodied one. Got when you swirl it around the glass, you really get those treads of wine coming down the side of it. So
Legs.
legs, that's the word I was looking for.
Eat.
Got some legs.
So you're aware of the 12 brigades, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Given that two of us were a part of one.
What was that?
Maybe.
Victor was saying, given that he was part of one of the brigades, he is aware of the 12.
Yeah,
He's
so
been around.
you know we have two different naval branches of it. Mine, the Aquarius, and Pisces are more magically inclined group. So, a few months back when we had the situation that I'm sure you're aware of,
Mm-hmm.
the second in command of that group may have mutinied.
See, I'm assuming that's our Captain Charles.
Yes. Charles Lamont was his name. Victor, you can give me a history check here.
Give me 1 second.
Everyone else can do it with disadvantage. Neil, dear, you wouldn't have a clue with this one. There's no point in even trying.
You sure there's not a point in me trying using up one of my 3 disadvantages?
So I'm saying there's no point in trying because you would not know this family.
Since Lyric heard Captain Charles just minutes ago, could I argue that it's a straight roll for her?
I'd say you would have a straight roll with this regardless.
Okay.
That's 10 for me. Not terribly good roll.
12.
So, you said advantage, so that would be 12 too, so we're
Yep.
even.
Okay, Victor and Mountain Blood. You've heard the name before, but you can't kind of place why. Lyric, you remember that, like how the Felmonts are kind of like the big family kind of around the Regulus area? This is kind of the big family around our Acrux. They're kind of own a lot of the land. They're pretty rich. Usually the family's been some kind of person in the military. And you remember hearing that Charles was kind of the last one in this line.
So, born into a military family, higher class, and has decided to turn against the Empire, huh?
Yes, it's kind of a sad story, honestly. His fiancée... Where did I write down her name again? Write it down here in just a second. I know it's somewhere here. His fiancée Cecilia was found dead a few months prior to this happening. Like, it seemed like her soul had been drained from her very body. And for some odd reason, I don't know why, but investigations weren't done into it more than they should have been. And it kind of pissed him off, for lack of a better word.
I mean, understandable.
Like, he even pleaded with the Emperor himself, but he said there was nothing they could do about it, which really surprised me, honestly. But I know his family owned the island off the shore, shortly offshore here, called Willow Island, named for all the willow trees it has on it that were apparently his fiance's favorite tree. Hence why they've been calling themselves the Willow Pirates. And it's not public knowledge, but he kind of stole the flagship of the blanking here of Pisces a couple months ago when that big crap went down everywhere.
Mm.
You know, when you had your deal with that undead army by the capital, same time frame.
Oh, I'm fully aware. So I see that. So something was founded some time ago. So I'm writing stuff down for my notes of the conversation for later.
We think he's been gathering these relics for some unknown purpose. We feel he may have a couple other ones in the stronghold there.
Question.
Yes, Lyric.
How long has this is an above game question because I'm so it's just again my brain is just melting right now. How long has Victor had his sword? If
like
if
3
Liar
months,
knows.
I think 3-4 months at this point, maybe longer. I forget
Okay,
exactly the time frame.
Yeah.
And
It was shortly
and
before the incident.
how long ago was his fiance murdered?
Would have been a couple months before that.
Okay. Okay. So her soul was removed from her body.
It's what it looked like, yeah.
Uh-huh. And Victor has a sword that absorbs souls.
Yeah, so but back to her fiance, there was no like stab wounds or visible thing that killed her. It was like her soul was just sucked from her body. No poisons were found in her system when we checked for that. Nothing, just like dead.
Well, there's always the possibility that if it was never looked into, that someone high up had it hushed.
I think it's similar to with Isaac's case. Isaac's case, what was that? The hunter.
No, I don't think it has to do with.
Well, no, not that it has to do with the hunter. That it's similar. Like there was public knowledge. The a public story that was given, and then there was information kept private, kept within certain circles about all that.
Honestly, I think that maybe they considered him a suspect in it, but he was on tour on a ship at the time, so there's no way he could have done it unless he hired someone, so we don't know. We're still being, air quotes as he does, investigated. Something's always irked me about this, but I can never figure it out, but I haven't really looked into it super well either.
Well, but based on what you're telling me, I don't think he doesn't seem like he'd be by the sound of the type that would have done it.
Yeah, considering he rebelled against the Empire because of it, I don't think he did either.
Yeah, I would say rather he's trying to look away. He's trying to look into it himself, or call me not romantic, but call me I'm a suspicious sort. But have something for the dramatic fare. I'm almost certain he's probably either trying to bring her back or make a deal to bring her back, or something. At least that would be the guess. Or
Well, they do.
He wants to get close to the person who did it and take care of them, and that requires things. Either or.
Yes, and I know they do have. He has a powerful mage that he's got in his crew by the name of Francois.
Is that his first mate?
From what we can tell, yes.
Francois.
We don't think he's from the Empire. We figured he may have come out of Dragon's Bane, but we don't know for sure. Where he came from's a mystery. Then again, pirates, who knows where they came from sometimes.
He said he had a base over in what was the name of the island? The Willow Pirates.
Sorry, what was that? You kind of cut out there.
I was asking, what is the name of the island that he made his little pirate fortress on?
Willow Island.
Just Willow Island?
Yeah, because it's basically covered in willow trees.
Of the weeping or whomping variety?
Weeping.
And he's made that base there, and you haven't put him under siege?
All due likelihood, probably put him under siege. First off, would be a public affair, and don't know how big the higher ups are want to keep this quiet.
Yes, we're trying to keep the incident out of public knowledge as best as possible. We're trying to hopefully recommandeer the ship so it doesn't look like he stole it.
Lastly, it all depends how long he had to get himself fortified. Like which prep time he's got, which granted is only getting worse by the day.
Well, that island is a mini fortress that his family has fortified, so it does have cannons and placements on it. So a frontal assault, even with our ship, would be. The ship would not come out unscathed.
So the big thing is wondering, that flagship of the Pisces, that had some from what me and Neil were discussing, it had some pretty potent anti-magical effects on it.
Well, the magic-based Navy flagship, what do you expect? I mean, my ship's got a few on it, but not nearly as powerful as that one is.
I can see, hence why the Emperor and the Empire wants to recover it, and not just scuttle it.
Exactly.
Sucking costs and all that. Okay, so we have an impregnable pirate fortress island. We have a very angry captain, possibly Commodore, probably Commodore Admiral at this point, unless he's got only the one ship. Actually, that's a good question. Does he only have the one ship and probably whatever spare lifeboats and dinghies he has under his command, or does he have multiple ships?
There probably is a couple other ships that his family owned on there, but not nearly as
But not military ships, not like purpose made warships. Probably just
no purpose-made
ships.
warships. But I know he might have a couple of caravels that are his family owned. Or whatever a small, like, 10-person could crew a ship. There's, like, maybe 5 or 6 cannons on each side at most.
So
What's
have
up?
you been able to find any way onto the island?
Oh, there's plenty of ways onto the island. It's just that they don't really let people onto the island. If you have a small ship, like a rowboat, they'll sink you before you get there unless they know you're coming. Or big ships, they open fire on.
But you haven't found anywhere where they might be hiding the main fleet ship, though.
Oh, and the island has a giant cave that they use for docking ships in.
Lyric just gonna walk forward and put down the map that she got from the two guys. Is it there?
Kind of looks at it. Very rudimentary, but essentially, yeah, about like that. Where did you get this?
Okay, good. Before you walked in. I got it here.
Okay, who did you get it from?
Two idiots. Drinking a little bit, played a song, gave me a map. I asked them if I could get something that's a little bit more under the table. And they said, here you go, have a map.
Huh. Kind of wryly smiles. We might have an inn on their island.
We have an inn, but like I said, they'll scout anybody gets close. So we need to get there under some
Unless
sort of cover.
they're anticipating someone coming in a few days on a ship who volunteered to work with them.
That was going to be what I was leading into.
They're just kind of waves.
Sorry. So here's a question. Did you happen to get anything that would say, "Hey, don't shoot me," other than, "Hey, they're expecting us"? So you don't know if we're gonna run into the same
Very
two
clear
idiots.
on that, but I gave them a timetable of a day or two on getting a ship and heading over there. And I'm sure if I kind of make myself known on the front of the ship, waving my arms or something, or playing the shanty that I played in the bar tonight, they'll recognize me and let me in.
Yes, that could work. We could always commandeer a little rowboat that has no affiliation to it that we could get you close enough where our ship won't be seen and you can make the rest of the journey yourselves. We can get you some disguises so they don't recognize you. Kind of points to...
I don't think a rowboat will suffice. We need something larger, more substantial. Not like a big boat, but like something that... She just kind of looks around the room. 4 people could manage.
We'd get you a small sailboat.
I think that would be perfect. They did ask for me to have a ship, so a rowboat's not really a ship.
They could also be just asking as a means to get to the island in the first place. Less so than
And she looks at more curious. How far is the island from port?
Half a day's journey on my ship.
What is that rowing?
I didn't say. That's not what I said.
They're just kind of yes, because us coming in a rowboat from a larger ship where they might be looking, it would be better if we appeared on some sort of smaller ocean-capable ship that we can claim as our own.
Well, the island isn't too far offshore if you go by the shore. It'd be like a couple hour rowing session to the island.
No, I'm seeing what Lyric's laying down. It's a way they're gonna ask how did a rowboat make it out this far.
Or why did you only bring a rowboat if they're,
But that's my point. It's like they just need. They probably just want to confirm you have access to get to the island.
But
Given
they also
all
might
things that-
want to ask it to see if I have access to the sea, since they don't want to show where the big fleet's at and use
Better
those
que-
boats.
The better question is, do we know a sailor who can navigate there? Because I'm not exactly trained to man a sailboat. Anything more than a rowboat, unless you suddenly have or someone among us who won't be recognized as the Navy have sailor experience.
I'm sure your brother has somebody that he can loan us for this operation.
Yes, I could get you someone to help you get the ship sailed out there.
I think that would be the best idea. We need to, if we're going to be doing this in as inconspicuous as possible, we need to be as inconspicuous as possible. Rowboat's too small. Makes it seem like we're cheap, we're not worth the time to converse with the former admiral. A large boat seems like we're too well connected, but a small ship with a small crew makes perfect sense, as we're looking to make a name for ourselves. As she winks, kind of what I told him.
Yes, but my ship will be nearby, out of line of sight, in case something happens.
That's not a problem because we need to make a very swift retreat. I rather do it under minimal gunfire cannon fire as possible.
And it is
that's
quite
amenable.
easier to flee cannon fire on a smaller boat.
It's not so much that. It's so much part of we need to call for reinforcements while we make our retreat. But yeah, no, I don't think that one. Be curious. I don't think you're gonna budge on that one. All things considered. And like I said, he might have also other artifacts. I'm sort of curious what else he has stocked.
Yes, I'd assume he might have another one or two at his disposal there.
Real shit, no one in town has like one of those foldable bolts. That also would work.
They're also the size of a rowboat, though.
Could have sworn that a magic folding boat can make it bigger than a rowboat.
It'd be wise to get disguises on you guys, because looks at you two, kind of small public heroes.
Fair enough.
To Victor and Mountain Blood.
I think I might actually have a disguise kit.
Yeah, I've made a name for ourselves, so I wouldn't. So you'd be fine. I would need glamour to maintain armor lightly. Actually, yeah, no, disguise would probably work better. Victor kind of looks at his rough and like, I think I had an idea. What would you say is the average naval officer uniform? Particularly of someone who's lower ranked enough, but enough that nobody would bat an eye if a lower ranked officer decided to jump ship, quote unquote.
He kind of thinks for a second. Seen a lot of topmen do it. You basically topmen seaman people were the most common ones, I'd say. Give me what's the check I'm looking for here? insight on that one, Victor.
Insight?
Yep.
Don't mind if I do. A plan has come to mind. 12.
Second, I gotta check something. Him quick. Yeah, he seems to say the way he says that he kind of worded it poorly. He's kind of like implying that a few people around that position have jumped ship.
So a typical uniform of that ranking probably be fine. That should work with those guys. The only thing is, how not to be distinct, to not stand out. Now what you have spare supplies in this disguise kit, don't you?
I do.
Lyrics is like, I don't travel anywhere without it.
Well, two ideas come to mind. Either we could, let's say, dress up as one of those one of the other naval officers lower ranked, and just someone looking in with someone to bring along with you. New Lyric as a fellow signee, or if we want to cut to the chase, and Victor's gonna look back at his brother. We could also do something fancier in a finer coat, a little disguise, a little makeup. Give him something to bring directly to the captain. If you catch my meaning.
Like maybe a prisoner or something?
Bingo.
Uh-huh.
Well, as long as you don't look like you're trying to what I'm looking for, mutiny against the captain, I don't think he's gonna care as long as you show loyalty to him.
It's not so much loyal. It's not so much loyal. Like I said, Mount Blood and I are local heroes. However, and brother of mine, family member, you ever take a look in the mirror, and really think about it? What would as his biggest rival, what would give him the most leverage in case he needs to go after anybody else, a political prisoner? You know, something to really keep
Dirt
pardon
on
my
the other
language,
person.
during the other person, and keep the dogs to the military off his back in case they try to decide something. Be a real shame if someone higher up also got captured and it was turned over.
So a hostage.
Yeek, exactly.
A hostage exchange?
No, just a hostage. Just a bargaining chip. Except the problem is it won't be you that would be the bargaining chip. It'll be someone that looks almost exactly like you.
So you.
There you go. There we are.
You pretending to be me.
I think I can pass it off.
He's gonna see through that in half a second.
If he looks real convincing.
I said there's ways. Also, like I said, you two got disguise kits. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It has to be just enough to pass the casual off.
I know what you're saying. He knows me real well. He's not gonna believe I've been captured.
Lyric just kind of leans forward. But what if we got someone who's really close to the captain? Or, sorry, Admiral.
You mean like a first mate, like someone
No. Someone who isn't affiliated with the Navy. Someone that's personal. Like it's personal for him.
problem is they don't. Based on what we're given, who would be personal enough, other than let's see, Sunny's dead.
Mercurius is looking at you. Victor.
So what? Do you mean not even going as this guy, just going as me?
Let's say, as proof of my skill to be a pirate, and my extent of knowing how to be a criminal and have information, I captured you to bring to him as either a trading piece or a piece that could be threatened.
That would also work. The whole
Then we
idea
only
is,
have to disguise mountain blood.
Oh, I was thinking
that
that
honestly would
the
be,
third time.
and that let's say honestly that would be easier, and give the rest of you more leverage. Find out anything you can about the place, about where he's keeping the relics, and anything of pertinent information.
Only if you'd be willing to do that, Victor.
Victor will now take that glass of wine. I sip it gingerly, like I think I can pull it off.
Hey, I'm down.
Very well. I will see about getting that little sailing boat for you. I think I know exactly who to send with you on that as well to help you out on it.
All right, it sounds like we have a plan. Well, we have a way in, and we have most of a way out. Biggest thing.
Is there anything else
Biggest
you would
thing-
need to accomplish this that I can get see about commandeering for you?
What all do you need done? I know you want the main ship back, so you want us to take that back.
Only if you're able to.
Okay, what else would you like from us? To apprehend the former admiral?
If you can, yes. I was only trying to help you get your relic back because that's all that you were here for. But if you're willing to help me do more, I won't say no.
Absolutely.
I mean, the relic would be easy. We just kill everybody on the island. Just gets a smile on her face. Like,
Yeah, I
just
doubt you
kidding.
could pull that off.
I'm more concerned about what he's doing with the relics. That's what has piqued my interest. Is the most. The more than one. Something's obviously cooked, and it doesn't sound good. So if it's a danger to the rest of the empire, or even just to the people here at Acrux, rather that's neutralized.
Now,
before
I
we
would
make
say,
our retreat.
if you could get in there and neutralize the watches for the west side of the island and inform us of such, we could come in there and do a sneak attack and prevent the cove that the ships are kept in from escaping to keep the main ship in there, the Willow in there, and then we could attrition them out after that.
Sounds like
And as long as if they can't get the ship out, there's nothing they could do to us. I would say that would be your best bet.
Lyric looks at Mercurius and asks, the person you're going to get to helm the ship for us, can you ensure that they're good at moving around without being detected well? Otherwise, I might have to send a letter to the capital.
Yes, I believe they are good at that.
Excellent. We'll let them be in charge of getting that west wall down for you as we handle the admiral and get the relics back.
He wasn't an admiral; he was a vice admiral. But
Vice admiral.
I do believe you have a plan.
Or is the
Morthos is still in charge of Pisces. I don't think you've met him.
What
The legate of the or admiral of Pisces.
No.
You'd have some commonality with him, brother.
Well, at the very least, having two higher rank officers owing me favors for a job well done will be, or with the company at least, will be worth it. And will be well worth it. Alongside everything, alongside completing the contract. So
Yeah.
So we have a
You'll see what I
general
actually meant when if you
outline.
ever get to meet the man.
So we have a very general outline of a plan, then, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying?
I would say yes, we are. Yes, we do.
So is there any other supplies you would need me to get for your mission when in there?
Other than, let's see, we have proper disguise. We just need a proper disguise for me. Not disguise. I'm not going in. Like, proper uniform for Mountain Blood and Nildir.
Would I have to give up my weapons and such?
I don't think so, since the three of you are going to be acting as joining.
Mm. I would just think
Is it-
might be kind of weird in the disguise to have the weapons underneath. But
Well, given, like I said, that's also part of the point of why you're bringing me as a captive, quote unquote, as a prisoner.
oh, you're gonna be the captive. I thought I was gonna be. Sorry, misunderstood.
There, Mountain Blood. Next time we have to sneak into an enemy base, you get the we can do this trick with you as the prisoner. Okay.
Fair enough. I was just thinking if worse comes to shove, I just bust out, and that'd be relatively unexpected.
Lyric's
Okay.
just gonna lean into Mountain Blood, but what if you playfully slap Victor to tell him to be quiet when we're meeting the Admiral? Like a good smack on the back of the head or something?
I might enjoy that.
Get your yucks in now when we get there.
Lyric's just like, listen, that's how it's gonna be. Sorry, Victor. We gotta convince him that we're for
I-
reals.
I know that.
How,
Just saying. But second thing is the only thing I would say is I need you to hold on to my pupper for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Upper?
we got him.
Make sure he's well taken care of.
He'll be fine.
so no, one thing vital for success of a mission is to everyone be on the same page. How are you going to capture Victor?
By grabbing him and restraining him.
What page? Sorry, that
Mute.
rum's hitting harder than I thought.
Lyric
I mean-
just pinches her nose. A young lady seduces him and ties him up while he's in bed. Knowing who he is, we bring him to Willow Island in exchange for favor from the former Vice Admiral.
And who would be doing that? Could be the lady.
You'll have to not be in your armor then, Victor.
I was also going to point out one, Larry's not my type. First off, so two, you could just it's like it just literally we've been sitting around drinking all night. You literally just need
Alcohol was involved. Got it.
there you go.
That works.
Which does
Ah.
make sense.
Mm-hmm. All the more reason to drink more tonight.
So, I should have everything ready to go tomorrow then. He kind of stands up. I will meet you at the port with your ride.
Excellent.
We'll get your disguises ready on the boat on the way over. We'll take my boat most of the way because it will be faster than that, the little sailboat we'll get, but
Sounds like we got.
I will see you at the port at 800 hours.
800. Okay,
And
morning.
just for-
Okay, morning.
And just for notes, I'm just going to save my inventory so I know what's in it.
As he starts meandering off.
So, Victor, does that mean I get to hold onto your sword?
No, that's staying here.
Mm.
Lyric just looks at Victor. Well, he might need your sword. He's collecting relics.
Yeah, that's fair point.
Yay.
Let's see. He's making a mental note of what he's leaving behind, and just starts. He already had. He packs his one of the bags of holding accordingly. Well, if you don't mind me, I'm going to. Hey, how soon? How soon did you say we were gonna be heading out there? Not, you said you need 2 days, right?
Tomorrow, he said.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay.
In the morn.
Just wanted to write that down because Victor's going to get well and truly sauced.
Lyric will look at Victor. Listen, if things go down, I got you. Don't worry about not wearing any armor or any equipment. I've got you.
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
She will literally cover you. You'll be fine.
I am literally taking the chance.
she'll
I am
lean
honest.
into-
I'm
she'll
taking.
lean into Victor. She'll lean into Victor. We've got a T-Rex.
We have a T-Rex?
And Victor will return back. I'm not worried. I'm taking the chance to get drunk and to gamble and get drunk.
Yeah.
As hard as possible. One, to sell the story, and two, I really just want to get drunk. Off my
Sounds
ass.
like a party.
Yeah, while drinks are still covered by the church.
No better drink than one you don't have to pay for.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I'm more concerned about what I got stashed away, and not have on me.
It's okay. It'll be safe with me. With a tiny grin.
Actually, that's a good point. He will be passing. He'll be passing over whatever gear in the magic bag of holding or to Mount Blood.
I could
Consider it.
just
Let's not put all of our eggs in one basket.
We kind of always put our eggs into one basket.
To be fair, we are the basket. But at the very least, so it's not one. It's not one tiny basket in another basket.
I am the table.
Anyway,
It's like I was gonna say, am I the basket? Since I can hold the most.
anywho, so I'm going to go get that full night's rest.
Not before you get
full night's rest does sound good.
You're gonna go back out into the main area and get a little drunk first?
Heck
Yep.
yeah.
He's gonna absolutely do. He's going to do that right now. Refill, make sure he's got all his. He's got 2 flasks. He's gonna refill the mugs he has. Finish up the wine and go get refill his box of more of that elven
As you
rum.
get out into the bar, you're greeted by a familiar face who goes, "Hey, you're Victor, are you not? How's it going?" As you see Navi sitting at one of the tables.
Oh, hey Navi, how you been?
Ah, good. Still traveling around. Haven't been seeing you in a while. Then my niece has been treating you well when you've been. I'd heard one of them joined your little guild.
Guilds, mercenary company. Yeah, it's the company. Yes.
Ah, you've been doing good.
Yeah, she's doing all right. Just granted, she's not really cared for the babysitting duty I had for the last job, but she's doing all right.
Yeah, I think she told me about that. That was interesting.
I need to put the new guy through his paces. I mean, honestly, I don't know if he has more marbles in his cup than he's letting on, or a lot less than I'm giving him.
He does sound like quite an interesting fellow. So,
Yeah.
up for some games of cards for the night.
Absolutely. It's been so long since I had a proper game.
Well, anyone else like to join in for some?
Count me in. It's gonna be a good night.
No, I think my throat is done for the night.
Fair enough.
I've
Lyric
got
goes to
some-
sleep.
I've got some planning to do for tomorrow, and so I'm good.
Okay, then.
Have a wild card. Woo.
Yes.
One
So-
gold to buy in.
One cold. And that's been handed off.
But you also hand off 1 gold.
He puts in a gold as well.
We'll see how long it takes someone to break out the Uno reverse card.
Okay, everyone roll me 4d4s. Or 4d6s.
4d6s. Jesus. So
Let's
4,
say
a
it's
1,
one
a
like
2, and a
this
6.
down.
Very middle of the road.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Except Victor, who got like a 19.
Nope, that's the wrong one. 1
Womp.
and these 3. Sorry, I hate when it does that.
It was 4d6s,
down, up, down.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
4d6.
Sorry, I heard 44 once. Sorry
Yeah,
about
he
that.
did say that, and then he said 4d6.
He got a 4 and a 6. Does that count?
Okay, so you can swap out as many dice as you want and re-roll them. Or keep your best.
You going for Yahtzee?
Kind of.
Okay, so 46, and you say you can swap out whichever dice for.
Yep, you can re-roll all 4 if you want, or you can keep certain ones.
I do.
Just gonna write this down. So.
Actually, hold on.
So we're kind of doing a 4 dice Yahtzee thing.
Okay. Not that one. I could have sworn Victor had has
Definitely
one.
gonna hold on to the 6.
Oh, he just has proficiency in 3 Dragon Ante, or it is in card games, not dice. So you know what? He's gonna swap out the 2 and the 3.
Okay?
I'm gonna go 6 and 4. I'm gonna hold on to and roll the other.
Yeah, he's gonna hold on to the 2 5s.
Okay, so roll what you're keeping. Or re-roll what you're re-rolling.
Yep.
2 3s.
That brings you up to 16, right? Skull Smasher?
That's worse. that's honestly worse. 5. So that brings me up to 14.
6. Yeah, 10. Yeah, 16.
I've got 14.
Okay. Roll, he raises the pot to by 2, so you have to put 2 more to keep it.
Thrown in 2.
Puts in 2 more gold.
Okay, he's got 13.
Okay.
And what did you guys have again? So you had,
I had
14.
16.
I had 14.
so Skull takes the pot.
So that was what?
Very well, gentlemen. Let's go a little more fun this time. He throws in 10 gold for the buy-in.
Wait,
So you would want 9 gold there, Mountain Blood.
So I won 9.
Yep.
Yeah.
Minus the 3 you paid in.
Okay. All right, and yeah, I'll be like, hey, I'm feeling lucky. We'll throw in. And you said 10.
10 to buy
Yeah.
in this time.
10. Let's go.
Victor's in for 10. Maybe like to keep the drinks coming.
Heck yeah. Let's go, Victor. We get wild.
Okay, so roll the 4d6s again.
46s.
Woo.
Let's see. That's 0. I'm gonna re-roll all of that.
Fair enough.
You keep the 2 5s. And gonna re-roll the other 2.
That's better.
Wait. That's pretty much what I had already.
Navi throws in 20 more gold.
Let's see.
That's another 16.
One second.
You said how much?
20 more gold.
Hmm.
So the pot's at 50 gold right now.
20 more gold.
70,
Do another 20.
90. He has 10. Oh no, I did the math wrong here. I'm sorry. 13. My bad.
13.
20.
So Victor got that one.
So Victor wins the pot.
Good for him.
That's 90
Nice
gold.
job.
He
Well,
he says
what's
starting
wrong?
bid for 30 this time.
30.
Let's see.
Thrown in 30.
Roll him.
All right, I'm gonna throw in 30 as well.
Sort of 90 pot.
Hot dang. Think I'm gonna keep mine.
I'm gonna roll 2 of those d6s.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The 1 and
stay.
2, obviously.
And Navi's going to reroll one of his. Well, all I got is this potion he puts on the table. I'd say it would be a 50 gold raise for this one. So it's 90 gold and a potion.
Hmm.
So it's 50 to go.
I
in?
would like that potion, but unfortunately, I don't think my hand is good enough. Only my rolls are good enough.
Oh, the road.
I'll throw in 50.
Okay,
for
so
the
it's
equipment.
pot's 140 and the potion.
Yep.
He reveals 18.
Wow.
You know what honestly happened here? He rolled the
Same.
same. He rolled a 2 6s, a 5, and a 2. So he re-rolled the 2 and got a 1.
just got that one.
Ugh. Well, I don't know what that potion does, so have fun with that.
Ooh, mystery potion.
Oh, unfortunately, dice are not my strongest suit. I prefer cards.
I just went
Well,
out on a whim.
sadly, luck was not on my side tonight, and that's all the money I had, so. That I have set aside for gambling. I have more money to pay my tab, Ronnie, so don't worry about that.
I think I made a total of
But I will buy a round for everyone as he tosses him a couple gold pieces.
That was what 1.8. Was what 150 in gold.
140 for that last and the
140,
potion
okay.
of mystery.
also hot damn amount of blood.
Feeling good today.
And he bought you guys a round.
Excellent.
Heck yeah, appreciate it.
And Victor will raise a mug for to the health of the company and the good company and overall.
Cheers to that, Navi goes and clacks the mug with yours. As you see him down this in like half a second.
Jeez, must just open his throat up and.
Yeah,
dump
he just opened his throat and just went straight down.
I don't think he swallowed.
The next morning, you wake up, your head's a blur, Victor. The last thing you remember is Navi going cheers with you. Same with you, Mountain Blood.
Aww.
So you are both hungover this morning.
That
Excellent.
was a good day. Night, whatever it was.
As you hear a knocking on your door, Victor.
1 minute. Probably. That's right. Gotta do the thing. Oh well. puts on the present, and Victor will get up, stretch, and go to answer the door.
You open the door. You see a man standing there. He looks like he's got a kind of a beard to him, kind of oily black hair. Ah, good. The captain sent me to pick you up today. My name is Pyman Sorter. I will be help you sailing the ship to the Willow Island. And that is where we're going to end the session for the night.